Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Um, I am currently rated 844 ELO on chess.com, and I am trying to first get up to 1000 ELO, and eventually I hope to make it to 2000 or even 2500. But first, just going for that 1000. And anyways, just wanted to show you some of my games that I have been playing. And please, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And for the time being, if you subscribe and play a game with me, I will go through the game, win or lose, and kind of explain my thought process and what was going on. But anyways, let's get into the game. This guy I had played is from the Philippines. He was rated 819, and I had the white pieces. I started off with my queen's pawn, and I go into the Jabava, London, and it's a bit of a fun um, variation, and lately I've been trying to push up the pawn as soon as this diagonal opens up. Let's see if I can get that arrow straight, so that the person I'm playing against can't play that b4 square, because I kind of got tired of trying to push this pawn up and then them bringing down the bishop and trading off the knight. I do like my knight at this square, but just seeing how it goes, the variations that it comes out of. And so far, like this game, um, we'll just see what happens. Anyways, he brought out his knight. I moved that up, which was the best move, and he pushed this square, um, probably trying to fianchetto, and the computer thinks that this is some sort of a inaccuracy. Um, I'm sure that there's possibly a reason for it, but it's most likely too insignificant to really matter that much. Anyways, he fianchettos, and then I push the pawn. I'm going for this attack on the king side. He obviously wants to castle up here. It's kind of um, like almost like a perk, or um, I can't think of the name of what it's called, but anyways, in this sort of setup, it's good to like push the pawns up here if you can, just throwing pawns up, and it usually breaks through and causes a lot of problems for black. So, anyways, he castled, and I just play my standard moves, my normal game plan. I moved this bishop back, um, partly because there's no squares that this can go to. Um, I could go to this square, but it's not doing anything. I, I mean, seriously, like if I if I tried to bring it out to that square, what's it going to do there? Nothing. So I brought it back, knowing that I was going to push up here, and then I wouldn't have to do any real sacrifices. A lot of times you can push up, and then they'll take with the knight, and then you could sacrifice the rook in some sort of dramatic fashion. It still works, but I prefer not to have to sacrifice anything if I don't have to. So um, he moves out his rook, and I continue marching that pawn up, which chess.com's computer thinks that that is the best. Um, and chess.com's analysis isn't the strongest. It only goes up to 18 moves and figures out the best in uh, in 18 moves. Um, Something I like to do is I like to take stockfish um, and then go over that separately outside of chess.com just so I can get deeper analysis um, and really figure out what truly the best move is in a certain setup because you'll come across certain setups all the time and I'm just trying to do the best that I can in these positions and oftentimes you'll come across the same positions over and over again so it's best to know the best moves. Anyways, he took, then I take with the bishop, um, knowing he'll probably capture here. Um, he did, and that's considered to be a bit of an inaccuracy. And there's not a whole lot that that bishop could do in this area, but his knight served a very important function, and that was protecting the square. And and if I like march this pawn up, that's where it would be vulnerable at some point. And anyways, I captured with the rook, and that's still defended by the queen. But thought that the queen would be better out here, and I do agree. I probably should have captured with the queen, and then just had that battery pointed down there. Um, but I guess I was thinking I was probably wanting to bring the queen here, pin the bishop to the king, so it can't take uh, if I brought the bishop over here to continue the attack. Anyways, brought up his pawn. I recaptured with uh, my bishop, and he took that bishop, and I just took back. Um, this is really not looking good for him. His king is exposed, and I just continue with my attack. And like moving the knight out, it's just gonna take too long. Um, like I'm not sure exactly what he could really do at this point. His structure is so messed up. His pieces aren't doing anything in this whole area back here. So I thought, okay, let's just trade down pieces. I don't want the queen to be bothering me, so I captured the pawn. He recaptures with the queen. And I recapture with the knight. There's two things I was thinking at at this point. It's like I could capture here, forking the rooks, or I could come here and fork the king with the rook. Um, and and really about the only thing he could do is just move the rook out of the way, um, so it can't be forked. And and that way, if I came here, he just move his rook out of the way there, and his rooks are safe from that attack. Um, and then, like if he moved this here, it would also be attacking my rook, um, but it wouldn't be pinning it or anything. Um, and yeah, he's just pretty hopeless in this position. And as you see from the bar, it's a plus 4.4 um, material. So I so he moved over thinking about the um, about the fork, but he didn't see this one. So I ended up taking his rook. Then I took his pawn, just trying to slowly go after him. and um, and yeah, they think that the king should get out of the way instead of uh, trying to advance with the knight. And the computer thinks that I should just go here immediately, but um, but I was just wanting to wait to see if his bishop would move, and then I could X-ray it and take the bishop, because you never know. You never know what people are thinking, what moves they do. And anyways, he tried to attack my rook, and I just had the opportunity to play that to capture his other rook, and he just resigned. So I was pretty pleased with that game, but it said I had a 90.6 and a 73.1 accuracy for my opponent. So yeah, um, like getting 90% accuracy, I'm always thrilled with. And I've been getting more and more accurate with my games. So chess.com thought I played with about a 1600 ELO accuracy with my opponent at 1150. So I was pretty pleased with that game, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my future games. Um, got some wild and crazy stuff coming up, and it should be quite entertaining. Um, uh, not the not the best for me, um, but it's it's good to see that how this process goes, and let's just leave it at that. Anyhow, again, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.